Yes, and welcome back. I'm talking to 2024 premiership player, now injured on the sidelines for the Mudlarks, Kain Spinks. Kain.
Hi, mate.
Mate, tell us about your injury. You've got that strapped on.
Yeah,
what's going on?
Just short term, just injury in the first quarter last week. Broken a bone next to my scaphoid, so not ideal. But
how'd you do that?
Just spoiling the footy in a contest, and just like in the air, not smothering, and thought I jarred it, so I kept playing through, but woke up the next day pretty sore, and was meant to play golf, so I had to pull out of that. Yeah, but I'll be back, mate. I'll be right.
So take us through the game. What did you think?
It was obviously a bit difficult to watch from being Waterboy, but being out there was a good feel, and I thought with a few outs that we had, we were pretty short in the back line and against the Pinions and Ziggies, who there's a lot of concern around them. I thought the boys held up well, and the main focus point today was win it out of the midfield and get it forward, and I thought we did that pretty well.
Dominated in the midfield.
Yeah, Sambo and Wilco were bloody elite today.
And the ruckman for Mount Compass, Schultz seemed to get the ball a lot, but Wilkins seemed to be snapping everything.
He was getting frustrated out there. A few F-bombs out there, and he's tapping it straight to Pongy players.
Yeah. So Wilkins, was he best on ground today? What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's always an arm wrestle between him and Sambo. And Wilco last year with Benny, you could throw your hand in the hat and pick out a name, and all those midfield boys are always pretty good. But Mitch was class above today. He was really good.
Yeah, he had a lot of it. And what about your brother? What did you think of his game?
Me and my old man were pretty harsh critics on him, but he pops up. He's pretty special, so he gets in and around, and I thought he played alright today, but. I can always tell him where he can be better.
How could he improve?
A bit more defensive efforts, working back. So
he's too loose.
Too loose. Yeah. I've spoken to him about that on the footy field a couple of times, about him running back and helping out. But he'll get better at that.
So that's the defensive. You're the defensive man. He's the attacking man. He's always trying to get through.
Yeah, he's got more skill and all that. But I'll defend it. I'll put the hard work and hard hat on him.
Nice.
Get it done.
So what's it like? Twins. Who was born first?
I was by a minute.
Yep.
So obviously you're pretty quick to answer that, because it's always been a talking point who was born first. But it was always good growing up. It made us more competitive, and when we come out and at training we'd take each other's heads off. He knocked me out, and when I was moddies in training, I reckon, and it was a fun trip to hospital for Mum, telling Jake off and looking after me. But it was always good, and good us the competitive edge that we play with now. So
and your mum, 50 years old yesterday.
50 yesterday, yeah.
Wow. And she apparently, according to your dad, she got a brand new car.
Yeah, she got the car. So she'd been wanting one for a while. So I thought she got birthday yesterday and Mother's Day Sunday. So good time to get her that. And me, Dad, and Jake will be pretty busy in the kitchen over the next couple of days. So,
oh really? What are you cooking?
Last night, me and my partner cooked up big seafood, because Mum's pescatarian, so she doesn't eat meat, but she loves her seafood, so we cooked up a few plates of sushi and all sorts. So.
Oh, good on you.
Yeah.
Oh, how good's that? Mother's Day. How good's this bloke? And was she over there at Mother's Day?
She was just down here at my grandma. So Grandma and Grandpa come down, and obviously probably a bit too loud for them over there, so Mum just sat down, and I know Mum on Mother's Day, she's pretty passionate, so probably best keeping her away from the crowd.
Nice, okay. And what about your dad? I mean, he had a massive year last year, and he's no longer on the committee, but obviously very active. Tell us about his role in the footy club.
Just awesome, just looking over everything from every area of footy, from 14s, 17s, all the way when me and Jake played through. It was a massive part, whether it was coaching or helping out the club, or then going to senior committee roles, and it'll be a hole that'll be missed, but I'm sure we've got enough good people at the club that can jump in and fill that gap. But he's been awesome, and he's now earned his well good rest. So.
Couple of questions. First question is the premiership, 2024 premiership. Tell us about that. People talk about the premiership hangover. Do you think there's anything like that going on? Obviously not today.
There was definitely a hangover. There was definitely a hangover after that first week that we partied, but it was just a later start to the pre-season, because obviously we played the 4 weeks in finals, so Schiller's let us have a couple of weeks off pre-season where we normally start. So then, I guess we were 3 weeks behind. The first week we got run over in the last quarter, so it could have been because McLaren, and I worked with a few boys from McLaren, so
fitter.
Yes, they were a bit fitter. They ran up the game, but we've won the last 3 and won them pretty convincingly. So we're back on the ball, and got a hard game next week with Encounter Bay, but we'll keep the ball rolling.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you about. You go next week, Encounter Bay. They smashed the Roosters So where's that going? That'll be your home ground,
yeah, I believe so.
Yes.
Shemso playing away today. But.
So that's a big game for you.
Yes.
Yeah. What are you? Who are your main? What's the main things to look for against the Bays?
Well, obviously they've got a really good list.
Yep.
A lot of good players that can win a game from. So it'll be about shutting down them, knowing who they're going to be. But then same like today, we're probably be a bit short in defence next week again with a few outs, but win it out the middle and put it to our forwards, Scotty and Shillabeer, and let them lock it in. That's the.
And the young blokes, Jaden Scott.
Yeah.
Wow, how good was he? McGarry,
yeah. Some real good young lads coming up. But you look at that senior cult success we've had in the last few years back to back. We're always going to get a good bunch coming up.
Yeah.
So we've got another 3 or 4 of them still running through the twos that are going to be ready to go. So that's why losing a few premiership players this year, we've lost 8 from the team. We had 10 people knocking on the door that are going to be match ready. And those young boys, they keep standing up and they're just going to get better and better. So.
Well, thanks for joining us. This has been the Great Southern Football League live on the radio, match of the round, 90.1 FM, streaming on YouTube, happyfm.org.au. We'll see you next week.
Shout out Tom Grundy.